This city used to be known as the Queen City. It's going to be again. Many things are happening here to turn this city around and move it into its rightful place as being the Queen City on the Hudson.
They call me Cuban Pete. I'm the king of the rumba beat. When I play the maracas, I go chick, chicky, boom, chick, chicky, boom.
Lucille Ball and Desi Arnaz were regulars at the Ritz Theater. That's where they were. You know, there was a lot of history. It was the first city to be lit entirely by Thomas Edison, the first city for RCA television tests. George Washington's headquarters is here. The first national monument that was dedicated to the United States is in Newburgh, New York, and that was done by Abe Lincoln's son. So there's a lot of history here, but what ended up happening, there was an urban revitalization project like 1950s into the 60s that basically the investors and developers took their money and left everything unfinished. And that's kind of what started it from there. It's kind of a lost city, so to speak. People forgot, you know, and in that forgetfulness, it has turned into what it's turned into.
The Gateway Center is a substance abuse prevention and education program as well as a licensed adolescent treatment facility. It is part of Catholic Charities Community Services of Orange County. There are numerous adult clinics throughout the county. This is the only adolescent one.
Gateway runs both treatment programs and prevention programs. You need both sides.
We are a substance abuse prevention program. We are a treatment program, but we're much more than that. Over the past few years, it's evolved, so much so that as our connection with the community has increased, the needs have increased by the people we serve. So they actually use the Gateway Clinic now as a conduit to services.
The people are so passionate. They believe in what they're doing. So they're an integral partner in getting solutions here.
Team Newburgh is a neighborhood coalition. It's a collection of 117 partners that include agencies and community members as well. We do outreach twice a month where we walk the streets of the city of Newburgh, where individual bags are stuffed with information of all the things happening in Newburgh at that point in time.
Street cred, right? I mean, if we just want to put it in you know, layman's terms, it's the street cred, to know that an organization has been here, will continue to be here through the good, the bad, and the future to be that we want to create. I think that's one of the strengths that Catholic Charities and Gateway and Team Newburgh has.
Here you go. We have a lot of information in there about the services that we offer in the community and things like that. Thank you.
The rule with street outreach is we all stay together except for Martin. He's rogue.
When we talk about treatment, that's a wonderful thing to talk about, but it is only as good as the environment that people are in. So when people say to us, you know, what does working with the immigrant population have to do, or what does working with somebody who's homeless have to do with prevention or treatment? What it does is if we can stabilize the issues, the outstanding issues in the community, then everything is better. Then the venues for treatment become much stronger and the outcomes are met.
There's agencies like Department of Social Services and things like that. They can only do but so much. So as a community, the other agencies, we have to pitch in where they leave off, and that's where Gateway comes in.
We're not naive. There's always going to be substance abuse issues. That's just reality. We know we're not going to solve the drug problems, but we can curtail it. We can say as a community, enough is enough. So in that, you kind of change the community norm, and I think that's the biggest piece for people. You change the way people think.
How you been? How's it going?
It's like the new America in a way, right? Of like a melting pot, because we do have a very diverse population, which is, you know, when you think about it, it's a little bit crazy. It's like, you know, little old Newburgh has a lot of, I think, what encompasses the United States that, you know, people are always dumbfounded that it's here in the Hudson Valley.
Gateway, Catholic Charities, Team Newburgh, I want to see them succeed because that means Newburgh succeeds.
You know, I've been working with Martin and Don for quite some time now. trying to make sure that they have all the resources they need so that their work can continue to happen on a daily basis, because lives are at stake with this.
And everybody's part of the solution there. So yes, we need the finances to continue, but we need the hearts and minds, not only of the people we serve, but the people that fund us. They need to know that they're part of the solution, that we're stronger because of them, and hopefully they're stronger on a lot of levels because of us. I would suggest to anybody who sees this, come outreach with us. You know, we'd love to have you. If for whatever reason they can't, to raise their level of consciousness no matter how, and to contribute any way they can, whether it be through their heart, you know, or whatever.
Martin and I have a saying here, if we had more funding for more people, we would knock this county out the box. We would be able to just do so much and really spearhead a movement. And that's kind of how we feel about it. It is a movement. And we really feel like we could just really go.